Now I'm delighted to introduce Matthew Merlo, a member of the School of Continuing Education, to address the class. Matthew, an Allentown native, graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. After graduating from New York University with a degree in finance, Matthew worked in finance for 13 years at companies including J.P. Morgan and TD Bank. A persistent feeling of wanting to have a greater impact on individual lives, he turned his lifelong interest in health and medicine. He decided to return to the classroom, starting anew with introductory science courses. As he pursued his degree in biology, he spent more than 150 hours volunteering in the emergency department at St. Luke's Hospital in Allentown, served as a tutor for biology and chemistry, and worked as a lab assistant. He also made time to volunteer with Big Brother and Big Sisters of Lehigh Valley. Following graduation, Matthew will attend the Temple St. Luke's School of Medicine in Bethlehem, where he's most interested in pursuing a primary care track. Please join me in welcoming Matthew Merlo.
Thank you, Chairman Chris. Greetings, faculty, staff, trustees, parents, guests, and fellow graduates of the class of 2022. And thank you to the staff and faculty of the Muhlenberg School of Continuing Studies for inviting me to speak to you here today. For those of you who are not familiar with GCE, we represent the schools of graduate and continuing education at Muhlenberg College. We are a group of students with a wide variety of backgrounds and experiences. Some of us came to Muhlenberg to complete a degree, while others came to complete a second bachelor's degree or even a master's degree. Some of us came to Muhlenberg to help improve our current career, and some of us came to Muhlenberg to change careers completely. The thought of career change can be scary. So many of us start down a career track that we end up not being passionate about, but we stick with it because there's comfort in familiarity. We tell ourselves things like, well, at least it's a stable job, or the pay is good, so I can't complain. But how often do we ask ourselves if we're really happy or if we feel fulfilled by our career? For those of you who do not yet have a career plan, or for those of you who may question your career choice at some point down the line, give yourself time to reflect. Take the time to think about what you want out of a career. If you're stuck, look for new experiences. Volunteer outside your comfort zone. I can't tell you how meaningful volunteering with Big Brothers Big Sisters has been to me. There are literally hundreds of kids that sit for years on a waiting list, hoping to be matched with a big brother or sister. Programs like this provide so much value to the community, but also help you to gain perspective on life. I moved back to the Lehigh Valley after a 12-year career in investment banking and finance. I came to Muhlenberg because I had a passion for medicine. From the first day that I met with Lisa Lewis to learn about GCE, I could not believe how welcoming Muhlenberg was. So many of the students at GCE are here because of the importance of family. We went back to school because we want to obtain the skills and education that will help us to provide a better life for our families. And family is what attracted us to Muhlenberg. This school is all about family and community. From the administration to the advisors to the professors, this school creates a family atmosphere. It is so important to anybody that is making a career change to know that your professors and advisors are so invested in your success on such a personal level. From the first day I started here at Muhlenberg, I never once questioned my decision to change careers, and I can't thank my professors and advisors enough for believing in me. While so many of us are here for our families, we could not be here without our families. For our parents or loved ones or friends who sacrificed so much so that our dreams could become a reality, we say thank you. Personally, I say thank you to my parents who have loved me unconditionally and always supported my dreams. Thank you to my fiancée, Jess, who has been by my side through every up and down of this journey. And to Alan and Patty, who could not be with us here today, we love you and stay strong. You may have heard the analogy that life is like a book, and every day you are writing the story of your life. You may hear that today, in fact, I think we already did hear today, that this may be the end of a chapter and that tomorrow starts a new chapter. My advice is to own your story. Our stories rarely turn out the way we think they should. I would love to have not waited until my late 30s to be starting medical school, but that's okay, because that's my story. Own your story. Be proud of your story. Never apologize for your story. Reflect on your story, and if you don't like the way your story is going, you have the power to change it. There is always time to start writing a new chapter. Thank you, and congratulations again to the graduates of the class of 2022.